and welcome back to Mojo's Money. My name is Lacey, and what we talk about on Mojo's Money is cash stuffing, budgeting, sinking funds, paying down my mortgage, and savings challenges, and generally anything to do with money. And it is the beginning of February 2023, and we need to budget. So I wanted to show you guys this. I have been using, first of all, the Pen and Gear Budget Planner from Walmart, but I believe that this has actually been discontinued because I was running out of pages. I was actually on there was only 2 more months left in this, so I was looking for another one, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere. It's all sold out everywhere, so I'm pretty sure that they've discontinued it, and I love the layout of it, but there was always a couple of categories that I just didn't use. I like the floral little doodads in here, but I thought I can make one that actually fits my needs, that I don't have to keep flipping back and forth to go to my income, that would be a little bit bigger font to fit better in camera, and I could also make it the colors that I wanted for my aesthetic. So during my snow day, few snow days, we're having like all this ice, this storms, it's crazy. But anyways, my snow day from work, I made this. Yay! I've got 2 versions. I have a color version and a black and white version. The color version is for funsies because it matches my aesthetic. Let me make sure this is showing up in camera, and if I need to zoom in a little bit. Okay, due to my current arm situation, it's a little wonky looking, but this does fill the whole frame. So I made this by hand using Clip Studio paint, and I drew my little flowers on there, and then I colored the background in a rainbow format using a mottled light brush, and then altering the opacity, and then using a soft eraser around the words. Anyway, so that's just how I did it. I've seen where people will use Canva for something like this, but I'm just more familiar with that type of technology because of my art background, more so than using a Canva type situation. But I really I love how it turned out. The font was bigger, so it shows up better on camera. It was bolder too. I also played around with like the serif versus the sans serif, and the categories that I picked were ones that are relevant to me, so it will not have all of those blank spaces. And also I don't have to keep flipping back and forth because it's all on one page, and I don't have to use one hand to like hold the book open as I do it. So yeah, this is going to work so much better for me, and I'm so excited. Now the color one is beautiful, right? I love the color. However, it's going to use a lot of ink. I didn't really think this through as far as the ink situation goes, but that is why I made the black and white version. So the black and white version obviously is much more printer friendly and is super easy to see with the contrast on camera. So this is the one that I'm going to actually be writing on, but these guys I want to announce are both available on my Etsy shop as a digital printable. They're not super expensive, but they are more expensive than my other coloring sheets just because of the time. This took me so long to make. Just making sure everything was straight and aligned, and picking out the fonts, the categories, the colors, the brushes, the drawing, and then the layering of everything. And then the way this technology works, I made like 25 layers with all of the text, and then you have to merge the layers and convert file formats. So it took a long time to make this. So it is listed for $2.50 on my Etsy, whereas some of my other products are only listed for $1. So anyways, I will link my Etsy shop down below if you want to check this out. It is sold as a digital printable, so you can print as many of these as you want month to month. Now I know a lot of people in this community budget by paycheck, and I might make one of those. I just thought I was making this for myself anyway. Why not make it available to you guys if you wanted it? And I also plan to make, I'm working on a cover so that I could make this as a book situation to put on like Amazon, where if you bought one they would print it and ship it to you. So that may be coming. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure of the logistics of that. But as an announcement, I wanted to say I did make my first Etsy sale. Yay! I've had my Etsy up for like over a year now. I actually put up my Etsy before I put up my YouTube because it just had my art and like my prints of my actual art, and now I've been adding coloring sheets, and now I have a budget printable on there. So I was super excited to finally make my first Etsy sale. And I just want to say thank you so much. Also, another thing I wanted to say thank you guys for is 400 subscribers. Yay! I reached 400 subscribers, I think it was over the weekend, and I forgot to mention it in my penny challenge video. But now that I remembered, I wanted to say thank you all so much for watching, commenting, participating, and supporting me. You guys are the best. So without further ado, let us budget. So first of all right, Miss Lulu, we're gonna switch you over here, baby girl. There we go. Lefties. So first of all, this month is going to be February of 2023. So let's write that at the top. All right, February 2023. We're gonna talk about my income. So paycheck 1 is going to be $2,985.85. Paycheck 2, same thing. And then my January rollover is only $10. Wah, wah, wah. But oh well, a rollover is a rollover. Better than zero. So let's add this up. That means that our total income is going to be $5,981.70 for the month of February. So now let's go down to our bills. I put this as the first category because this is where I go in my mind when I think of what do I need to budget for first. So no matter what your pay is up here, next, in my mind, you need to work on your what the Dave Ramsey people call the 4 walls. So your housing, your electricity, your transportation, your food, basically your needs. So I put that kind of in this area. I also put health at the beginning because that's really important. So all right, housing. This month our mortgage is the same as always. Whoops. I'm not going to put the dollar signs for every single thing. Is $1,210. Water, I am budgeting $94. Electricity, I'm budgeting $155. Gas, meaning natural gas for our heat and hot water, is going to be, I'm budgeting $130. I based this on last year's bills, but it has been so cold, it might actually be more than this. For the phone, because we bought 6 months in advance, for our phone bill, we actually don't have to pay anything from Mint Mobile. And we got an excellent deal. It came out to only $15 a month per person, so that was legit. And that was unlimited talk, text, and then I think it was like 5 gigs of data or something, just a huge amount of data, and it doesn't really ever feel slower. So for internet this month, we actually had to have the internet guy come and replace our wiring because our internet kept cutting out every single hour, multiple times an hour. And yeah, so it's all fixed now. It runs amazing. And so, but I think they're going to charge us for that labor. So I think I'm budgeting $190 for the internet this month. So much money. But it may not actually be this much. We'll see. And then I'm going to have my husband call the retention hotline because they went up on our internet by 10 or 15 extra dollars per month anyway. And I would like to get that down because new customers are only paying $85 for a service that we're paying $130 for. So then our streaming, I had this as entertainment on my old budget, but I decided it's for my streaming services anyway, so why am I calling it that? And we're going to budget $25 for that. Recycling is $33. And this other I'm using for my solar panels, which are going to be $136 is what I'm budgeting for that. Okay. Let's add these guys up. Okay, $1,973 for bills. Now we can go down here to the bottom to transportation. I do not have a car payment, but my car insurance is going to be $81. And gas for the month, I'm going to budget $110. Gas prices are on the rise again. Maintenance for February, I got an oil change last month and had my air filter changed as well, so I don't think that I actually need to do anything in that category. So all in all, $191 for the car. Now let's go back up here to health. Health insurance, mine is paid for through my work, but my husband's health insurance premiums are $307 per month. Our co-pays, prescriptions, we don't have any medical bills right now. Co-pays and prescriptions, my husband is going to be going to the doctor for a checkup this month, I think, and he said the copay is $65, so let's put $65 here. And then for medications, let's see, I'm budgeting $70 because he has a pretty good stock and I have a pretty good stock of all of my medications. So let's add that up. 307 plus 65 plus 70. $442 in the health category this month. Food category, so that one is always more expensive than you think it's going to be, right? We have bumped groceries up to now to $685, which seems absurd for two people, but it is taking it, honestly. Dining out, $352 was what we decided on. So let's add this up. $1,037 is going to be our total food bill. Then down here for pets. So for pet food, I am budgeting $100. Sorry, whoop, just right over the over the top of my head here, $100. Then for the veterinarian, I'm not budgeting anything just because it was not really available when I did my rundown, but he does have to go for shots, which should only be $20, and I might take that out of miscellaneous. But he doesn't take any, none of our pets take any medications. I'm talking about our dog Scout. He has to have his last round of puppy shots. They don't need groomed. I just put this category in for anyone else that might need that category. Then other, I'm going to say litter and treats. I'm going to budget $35. So pet total will be $135. Then miscellaneous. I don't really have any specific categories for miscellaneous. This was kind of just like any other random items that come up. So like paper towels, toilet paper, or any other unexpected expenses. Like I need a small repair. I need to get supplies for something, or like the vet visit or what have you, because I'm not sure exactly how much that will be. And this month I'm budgeting $452.70 for miscellaneous. Okay. Now, up here to giving for charity, I have my Patreons, which are $6 that I subscribe to, and then gifts. It's Valentine's Day this month, so I'm going to budget $150 for Valentine's Day, so $156 for giving this month for me and my husband to get each other gifts for Valentine's Day. Then, personal, I don't have anything planned for self-care or clothing. Oh, you know what? Though I do have, let's put it in the self-care category because I guess you're kind of taking care of yourself. I have continuing education this month that's going to be $100. So let me put that. Nothing in the clothing budget, but I do have fun money. Each of us are getting $303. The extra $3 weirdly were from the rollover. I kind of divided it up. So the personal category, let's add it up. 303 times 2 plus 100, $706 for personal. Then the savings category, I just have it in sinking funds and challenges kind of together whenever I budget it out, and I separate it later in my spreadsheet for sinking funds, but let's just put it in sinking funds and challenges because I have $25 for my game day, just for the sake of using the sheet. So $25 for my game day challenge, and then all the rest of it, including the emergency fund combined, is getting $864. So not as much as I usually save, but we had some extra expenses this month, like self-care being the continuing ed situation, and we had to go up on our pets category since we got a doggo, and the extra for the internet. So there was just a little bit of extra thrown around in there this month. So the savings amount for this month is $889, and I am very grateful that I am able to do that at all. So now what we need to do is go through and add up all of the categories for this grand expense total down here in the bottom right corner. So let's go add all of the categories up, all of the expenses categories. We'll put that number here, then we will subtract and see if it is a zero-based budget. So first we have bills, $1,973, plus transportation, $191, plus health, $442, plus food, $1,037, plus pets, $135, plus miscellaneous, $452.70, plus giving, $156, plus personal, $706, plus savings, $889. Alrighty, $5,981.70. So let's put that here. And then our income, looky there, $59.81.70. And that is zero. Woo! Okay, you guys. There is. Let me just line out these categories. Okay. There's how I use my brand new spreadsheet for my budgeting for the month of February of 2023. And I want to say thank you all so very much for joining me. This keeps me accountable for the month and sticking to my budget categories. So that's why I go through this and I write it down with you guys every single month, and I share my real life budget with you all on a month-to-month basis. And because I am salaried is why I do it month by month instead of paycheck by paycheck, which I could do that, but this just seems to work better for us. So let's see. Question of the day. Did you have any unexpected expenses like we did for February of 2023? Tell me down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, and if you like this type of budgeting content, please subscribe to my channel. Everyone, thanks for joining me and have a great day. Bye!